Happy Saturday, guys. Hope everybody had a good Saturday, beautiful weather. Tomorrow's Sunday. Can't wait to see you at church. And so here we go. It is March 10th, 2018. Tonight's devotion is called An Opportunity. Whenever we have an opportunity, let us work for the good of all, and especially for those of the family of faith. Galatians 6:10. James 1:22 through 27. You must be doers of the word and not only hearers who mislead themselves. Those who hear but don't do the word are like those who look at their faces in a mirror. They look at themselves, walk away, and immediately forget what they were like. But there are those who study the perfect law, the law of freedom, and continue to do it. They don't listen and then forget, but they put it into practice in their lives. They will be blessed in whatever they do. If those who claim devotion to God don't control what they say, they mislead themselves. Their devotion is worthless. True devotion, the kind that is pure and faultless before God the Father, is this: to care for orphans and widows in their difficulties, and to keep the world from contaminating us. James was getting pretty hardcore there, but that's good. I like it. Today's message comes from Don Weber in North Dakota. Saturday morning, the phone rang, and a familiar voice asked, "Do you hoe gardens?" It was Verna, my 90-year-old widow friend. I was semi-retired with extra time on my hands, but I needed a few moments to think about her request. I worried that my hoeing skills weren't good enough. Verna seemed to have more faith in my abilities than I did. Finally, I said, "Sure, I'll be right over." After I spent the morning hoeing, she praised me for a job well done, spread out a sumptuous lunch, and even paid me. I remember James 1:27, which tells us to look after widows. And the verse quoted above reminds us to do good whenever we have the opportunity. Together, these passages encourage us to help all people who depend on the goodness of others. Had I said no, I would have failed to respond to these biblical instructions. I also would have missed good exercise, a filling lunch, and time in fellowship with my dear friend Verna. So when someone asks us for help with a job that sounds tedious, we can remember today's reading and accept the opportunity to follow God's call to serve others. We just might be blessed in surprising ways. Thought for the day. What small task might be an opportunity from God? Prayer. Loving Father, thank you for opportunities to help others. May we never grow weary in doing good. Amen. So this is something that should be easy, that we help others, but it's not always. In fact, Dee and I love to help other people. And then the funny thing is, even those who are supposed to be Jesus followers criticize us for helping others. So I don't quite understand sometimes why that happens. But he talked in here about not growing weary of doing good, especially good for others and those who are in the family of faith. So just sometimes we have to stick it out and keep going, continue to do what we know is right, and helping others, to me, is never wrong. So keep doing it. And the thought for the day, what small task might be an opportunity from God? There is nothing too small. A lot of times in this world, or in our minds, we think we have to do these big things and save the world. But often it's something very small. I saw a story yesterday about food trucks. and there's food trucks all over the place. But there's a group of them here in Oklahoma City that they're like food trucks. It's a Christian food truck fellowship business kind of thing. But the sticker that they have on their trucks is 33:32. And I couldn't find anywhere what it meant. And then I finally found it. And what it is it's the difference between water and ice. It's 1 degree. 33, you have water. 32 degrees, it freezes, you have ice. And the whole point of that is it reminds them that it only takes 1 degree, one small thing, to make a big difference. So they put signs on their trucks that say, if you don't have the money to pay today, that's okay. Get us some other time. But they don't turn anybody away. They still give them food if they're hungry, which I think is really cool, because people get caught up in money and possessions and things, but helping others is what we're supposed to do. But just remember that 1 degree may not seem like a difference, but it is. And the little things you can do today, giving somebody a smile, telling somebody thank you, doing something for someone in your family, something small, unexpected, without being asked, can make a big difference. So if you have the opportunity, don't let it pass you by. Have a good night. I love you guys. Hopefully I'll see all of you tomorrow, and get some good sleep.